welcome to Dave's Tiny Kitchen. Today I'm going to be making beef stew with beef suet dumplings. Actually, we'll be making the beef suet dumplings tomorrow because we make the stew today and we let it simmer for hours and hours and hours, and we leave it, turn it off, cover it, and we leave it overnight, and then the next day the stew is totally delicious. Really, it's so different eating it the next day than cooking it and eating it in the same day. Trust me, it's much better that way. So first of all, the ingredients. Okay, the ingredients are 1 swede, 2 parsnips, 1 yam or sweet potato, a handful of carrots, a couple of potatoes, 1 onion, a tablespoon of whole cumin seeds, and a half a cup of yellow and green split peas. And for the meat we'll be using about a pound of shin of beef. Okay, let's crack on. Right, first of all, in here I've already got 3 stock cubes, covered with a little bit of hot water just to blend it all in. That's already done. And then the veg, a huge great bucket of veg, as you can see. Let's try and get this in without throwing myself in stock. Well, that's that pan full. The beef, the shin of beef, excuse me, as you can see here, all these little lines, this is collagen, I believe, and it's a real tough meat, but when you cook it long and slow it goes really gelatinous and it makes a superb stew. So you can cut these into smaller chunks, whatever you like. You don't need to seal them first, just chuck it in. This is man food. Chuck it in. Here we are. Job done. On top of that, 1 roughly chunked onion. That's a cooking term, a chunk. And we've got in here yellow split peas, green split peas. You can put whatever you like. Lentils. This is just to give it some, it kind of thickens it up after it. Goes really well. That's it. All I need to do now is cover this with hot water and add the spices, which I'll do. My version of the stew, I like to add some cumin seed, a tablespoonful of cumin seeds. Cumin seeds are really good for you. A tablespoon of black pepper, just a teaspoon of salt. We can always add salt, but we can't take it out. So 1 teaspoon of salt. That's that done. All we need to do now is cover that with water. So here's the kettle I boiled. One thing I will say about this vegetable here, the parsnip, I don't care for it. It's not my kind of thing. I don't like it. It's only going in, there's already some in there. It's going to chunk this one up. It's going in because the boss likes it. I'm not keen on it at all. You can roast it and you can cover it with honey. You can do all sorts of stuff with it. Best thing I'd like to do with it is just chuck it in the bin. To me, it's the vegetable of the devil. It's not for me at all. Okay, we're back. It's the next day now. We made the stew yesterday. We simmered it for 3 or 4 hours and then just let it go, turned it off, left it overnight. It looks completely different, much more unctuous today. just bring it up to a light boil again before we put the dumplings in, because now we're going to make the dumplings. In this bowl here we have 4 ounces of all-purpose flour, a teaspoon of baking powder and a pinch of salt, and 2 ounces of beef suet. You can use vegetable suet if you like, but this happens to be a beef suet. So 4 ounces of flour, 2 ounces of the suet. That goes in. All we do to that, just give it a little mix, and then it's just plain simple water, just a bit at a time. We're going to bind it together. That's about that now. All we do now, I've just put a little flour in there just to stop it sticking. Bit of flour on my hands. Little balls about this big. Kind of slightly smaller than a golf ball. Okay, we're back. We'll just pop the dumplings on. This lid is hot. This is our stew bubbling away. Now we'll just pop our dumplings in. They will swell up to hopefully double the size. And that 4 ounces of flour makes 8 of these balls. There we are, that's it. Pop the lid back on, leave it on a low simmer, 20 minutes and they'll be done. There we are. Beef stew and suet dumplings. Beautiful. Perfect. Thanks for watching.